Hello fellow gamers, and I'm playing Fortnite Save the World, and I know I haven't done a Save the World video for a while. I think it's been about a month. Somebody asked me the other day, oh Starfish, when are you going to do another Save the World video? I said, well, there's no new content at the moment, so you know, I can't really do a video if there's no new content. And then I remembered in a previous video I said I would do a weapons review of the Nocturno. So the new buff Nocturno, not the older version. So I thought I would actually do a video of that. We'll have a look at the weapon. There it is, and it's got reload speed, crit rating, energy, damage, and crit damage. And hitting an enemy with this weapon marks them as a target, stacking with each hit. Upon reload, each marked target explodes in a half-tile radius, dealing 65% of weapon damage dealt per mark applied, and removes all marks from the target. So basically you shoot something, and then you when you reload it just goes boom. So yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's probably the best, well, one of the best ARs in the game. I'll leave it for you guys to decide if it is the best AR or not, but with this new buff it's pretty impressive, I have to say. So I'm actually going to use a ninja for this, and you probably think, well, why use a ninja? The reason being is because as you can see, it's got no AR buffs at all. It's this ninja's set up for melee damage with swords. So I wanted to show you that this weapon is good with just about any hero, really. You know, you don't have to use a soldier with you know, with AR perks in the loadout to get the best out of it. Although it would improve the weapon, obviously, if you had that. Right, I'm going to do a power level 100 eliminate and collect, and I'm going to be doing it solo. Now stick around if you want to find out any alternative. There are some alternatives to the Nocturno that are available right now out of you can take them out of your collection book, or you can get them out of llamas. So yeah, stick around if you want to find out some other decent ARs, ones that I actually use myself quite regularly in the game. But the Nocturno, it's pretty OP, we'll say that. I was very impressed when I tried it out with the new perks on it, the new buffed perks. But how do you get the Nocturno? To get the Nocturno, you need to buy the limited edition of the game. Now, if you enjoy playing Save the World, I would say yes, buy it, but I would probably wait until it's half price and then get the limited edition, upgrade to the limited edition. Because I've heard that the ultimate edition, because you have to upgrade to the ultimate edition in order to get the Nocturno after you've upgraded to the limited edition, is never at half price. You'd have to pay the full price for that, which I think is $100. So you're going to have to spend a good couple $100 minimum in order to get the Nocturno, which is quite a lot of money. I think that's about £60 or something. Minimum of £60, should I say. Right. Let's get the weapon out.
Take out as many husks as possible. If you bag enough husks, we win. If you don't, we don't. Don't forget to collect those husk and mist monster samples. Strike hard, strike fast, strike fear into the heart of the horde. Don't forget, the storm is closing in, so watch the map. Bonus objectives are in play.
Pretty good for crowd clearance, as you can see. I thought I'd try this out in either a eliminate and collect or an encampment. Oh, wrong button. Let's grab these samples. As you can see, it's quite an effective weapon. Nature husks, I hate them. Why? Because they take away your ability. They sap energy, so you can't do your... I mean, we've got 97 out of 200. Of course, we need samples as well.
No one's gonna believe this.
I think I know that one.
Can't believe it.
You think you know them and you've just killed them? Well, that's not very nice, is it? Oh, there's another one there somewhere. I just spotted it on my mini-map out the corner of my eye. Do this encampment.
I'm under attack! Monsters
And of course
coming!
there's a survivor right next to it, which means more enemies.
They've got me surrounded.
Sorry, survivor. These. Oh, a lot of encampments right here. It's too close together. Check out my hover turret as well. No, I don't think they like us either. Whee. Oh, those damn bees. So I've got my life though, so yeah, I think the bees are probably one of the worst enemies in the game.
Wish I could.
Because they can still kill you even after they're dead, as you saw there. How many more of these do I need? I don't think I need any more, do I? Still picking up anyway. Right, we'll do this encampment. Bees again. Go away, bees!
You've been wonderful.
Ooh, take us. And we've gone down again. It's alright, you can go. I'm dead. So I'm going to respawn here anyway, because you respawn in the circle, so... Yeah, I'm serious, you do. You respawn right here. Right, 40 seconds left. There we go, some more enemies. Let's go back in here because then I'm not gonna die, am I? Well, I'm...
It's getting too dangerous. I have to pull you out now.
There we have it, the Nocturno. Like I said, you have to get the limited edition of the game, upgrade to the limited edition of the game first, and then the ultimate edition of the game in order to get the Nocturno. Right, I did say that I would go through some alternatives if you couldn't afford to get the Nocturno. There are, you know, a few other weapons that you could use instead, and I'll go through them now. Would I buy the Nocturno if I had the money? Probably would. If I could afford it, I would. Even though I've been playing the game for Save the World for over 2 years, I wouldn't mind having the Nocturno schematic. Only 39 gold from that mission. Not great, but hey ho. Right, some alternative weapons. So actually we'll go on by level. And now you could use the Storm King's Scourge or Scourge, however you pronounce that. That's sort of a little bit similar. Hitting an enemy applies a charge, building up to 5 charges, or switching targets detonates a charge, dealing 100% of weapon damage to target and nearby enemies. Each charge increases the radius up to a maximum of 0.75 tiles. Now with that weapon, you only have 5, you can only get 5 charges before it explodes, but it deals up to 100% of weapon damage instead of the 65% of the Nocturno, and the radius is actually increased from half a tile to 0.75 tiles, or 3/4 of a tile. Another good alternative is the Siegebreaker. Now that's basically a Nocturno, but with a different skin and without obviously the that end perk. But I've got, as you can see, I've got a few there. I've got one 113 Bright Core, one in Sunbeam, and I've also recently upgraded one with a fire element because of the chrome husks, which you can only kill with either fire or water. And I needed a fire weapon. I could have probably used the Gravedigger because that was fire, but I do like the Siegebreaker because it's got a fair amount of punch behind it, and it's probably why a load of people like using them in Battle Royale. It's a pretty decent gun, but you don't. Funny thing is, people love them in Battle Royale, but you don't see that many people using Siegebreakers in Save the World, and it is a decent weapon. Another weapon you could use is the Wraith. That's basically a Siegebreaker with a suppressor, and it's slower firing, but it does more damage per shot than the let's compare them. Sunbeam, yeah. Oh no, it doesn't. I thought it did. Headshot damage it does more, but the actual damage is slightly lower. Critical hit damage is a lot higher though on the Wraith, and it's obviously got a bigger magazine size because I upgraded the magazine size on mine. Another weapon you could use is, where is it? Have I gone by it? Yep, there we go, the Gravedigger. Although you can only normally get this around Halloween time, I would highly recommend that you do get this AR if you see it in the store around Halloween time, because otherwise you're going to have to wait another year to get one. I've got one from last year, and I've also got one for this year as well, this last year that's just gone by. And next year, if I'm still playing Save the World, I'll get another one, and I'll have it in a different element. It'll either be nature or water. And then the year after that, if I'm still playing, then I'll get another one and have the 4 elements for my Gravedigger. Let's actually compare that second to the Siegebreaker. Is that Sunbeam? No, that's Bright Core. There you go. The Gravedigger actually does more damage per shot than the Siegebreaker, and more headshot damage, but it's got a slower fire rate than the Siegebreaker. You see the Siegebreaker's 10.8 and the fire rate for the Gravedigger's 7.2. It's actually got a slightly longer reload time as well. I think I've got reload on perk on that, have I? No, I haven't. I thought I had then for a minute. Another weapon that you could consider is the Typewriter. Let's compare that again to the Siegebreaker, and see, similar. It's 9,725 for the Siegebreaker. The Typewriter is slightly higher damage. Headshot damage is a little bit more as well, but the fire rate's slower, 8.1 to the Siegebreaker's 10.8. and the range of the typewriters slightly less as well. Reload time is 3 seconds against the Siege Breaker's 2.3. So there we have it. That's my Nocturno video, and some alternatives there if you don't have the Nocturno and you would like a decent AR, because I personally I love playing with ARs in the game. They're what I use the most. I don't really use SMGs as much, only when you know you have to do them for a mission, kill so many husks with an SMG, or occasionally I'll do a mission with one, and I do prefer the Silent Spectre for that. That's probably the best SMG in the game. And as you can see, I've got one in Bright Core and one in Sunbeam with energy. Most of my weapons are energy because they're good against any elemental husk, whether it's water, nature, fire. So that's what I tend to go with. Although in time I do want to get one of every weapon in each different element. You know, one nature, one fire, one water, etc. Although it's going to take a while to get in with the bows, because they've only just started bringing out loads of these different bows. So yeah, it's going to take a good number of years to get more of those. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to smash that like button. If you're new to my channel, then why not subscribe? Hit the bell notification symbol and you'll be notified when I publish new videos on YouTube. If you'd like to help out my channel, you can do so by sharing my videos on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc. Tell all your gaming friends about my channel and help my channel to grow. If you'd like to help out my channel a little bit financially, I do have a Patreon account, and you can pledge from just $1 a month. And there's a link to my Patreon in the description of all of my YouTube videos. If you are under the age of 18, please ask your parents' permission before pledging. That's all I ask. Alternatively, feel free to use my support a creator code, which is exactly the same as my YouTube gaming channel name, starfish_central. And a big thank you to those of you, both past and present, who have been kind enough to use my supported creator code. It is very much appreciated. And please don't stop, guys, because it is going to help out my channel quite a lot, because at the moment I don't actually earn any money from adverts on my YouTube videos, because I don't have the 4,000 hours of watch time over the previous 12 months, even though I've got the required 1,000 subscribers. So I'm hoping that this year I will actually be able to start putting some ads on my videos and earning a little bit of money, so that I can actually help my girlfriend out with the bills. And then a bit further along in the future, I want to actually upgrade my broadband so that I've got the super fast fiber, and it will make editing videos, uploading videos a lot quicker. And it will also mean it will give me the opportunity to actually do live streaming. Right, I'm going to end this there. So many thanks for watching. I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.